Hi, this is Graham Jeacocke. Now, hearing all the Christians discussing what's happening to Ravi Zacharias now that he's dead, what does it mean for him as a Christian? And I'm just constantly reminded by the soldiers who nailed Jesus to the cross, okay? And Jesus' words were simply, no, not simply, but Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Now, Ravi represents the soldiers attacking Jesus. Now, Ravi did not physically nail Jesus, but he destroyed the good character of Jesus, just like the Romans, just as the criminal on the cross said, we are criminals, this man has done nothing wrong. Now, the sin of Ravi, the sexual abuse, that is against the good. This is what Ravi did. Ravi symbolically put the nail into Jesus' hand. He destroyed what Jesus stood for and stands for today. And I know that Christians should not be saying, what's the letter? Do not do not put Christ down, or do not raise Christ up. And that means talking about who's going to heaven or who's going to hell. What we should be focusing on is what Jesus focused on. And when those Roman soldiers and rabbis and a select handful of Jews, they wanted Jesus crucified. We have to forgive Ravi, because we are constantly saying to non-believers, forgive people. Now, I find it really frustrating, and I'm being restricted in my choice of words here, when Christians do not wish to do what they want others to do. We're not justifying the actions of Ravi. We're pleading with God, just like Jesus. And I think we need to plead with Jesus. Just like Jesus pleaded with God, we now plead with Jesus. Forgive Ravi. I mean, it's very simple you see, I blame science, because science wants answers. Well, not science. I mean, people want answers. And it's very easy to say, well, put this man in a box and say, this man is saved. And that makes life so much simpler. But that doesn't get the individual to focus on God. That just means, well, why should we bother focusing on God? Because we know the outcome. It is better not to know. If you look out into the vast sea, do you know what is under the sea? That is God. We don't want to put answers that have certain we We don't want to give people false ideas about something. We can be, we have to remember that when these disciples were talking about we know that certain people are not saved. We have to learn to separate men who have that truth about individuals. And even if we do have truth about individuals, it doesn't mean that that truth can be overturned. Because the Romans who killed Jesus, now, would you not say, well, that man would go to hell? You see, it's giving people a false reality of what things are. And I think all we have to do is find a way to distance ourselves from this way of pigeonholing people. All we are called to do is acknowledge God, because we are not the judges of other people. We appeal like a judge can appeal to people or to the individuals charged, but not in the broadest sense of that word. We have to appeal like a judge in a way that recognizes that the high authority is the higher authority. That's it. Until the next video.